Thank you for being here. I love all things social media, visibility. I love talking all things social media and visibility. So as Matt said, my name is Eloho Efemuai. I'm an award-winning broadcaster, singer, songwriter, social media coach, visibility coach, and the founder of Evolve Visibility Program for Creative Women of Faith. So today I'm going to share a bit about how to monetize your channels. I know that, being on social media, everyone wants to be able to, get returns for being on social media. And it's not an easy process, but there are ways you can monetize your channels. As I share my slides, I'll tell you a story of how I think it was during lockdown. I believe it was during lockdown, how I was able to get paid by Instagram. And I was so excited, about that, saying, wow, my efforts have paid off eventually. But they somehow took off that facility or something. All right, so monetizing your channels obviously refers to the process of earning money through your online content. What you're going to learn this afternoon is understanding the concept of monetization, learning about different monetization strategies, the eligibility, what are the requirements, what do you need to monetize your channels. We're also going to explore the risks and the drawbacks of monetization, as well as best practices for maximizing earnings. Let's get started. So, monetization refers to the process of earning money through your online content. And this can be done through a variety of methods, displaying ads, partnering with sponsors, or even selling your own merchandise. I think the speaker before me was talking about branded products and all of that. So, number one, advertising. So there are different types of monetization. Advertising, which involves displaying ads on your channel or in your videos so that advertisers, can then pay you a fee based on the number of views or clicks on the ads. So that's one way of monetizing your channels. Secondly, sponsorships. You can earn money by partnering with companies, with brands that are interested in promoting their products or services to your audience. Sounds nice, right? Sponsorship deals can include sponsored videos, sponsored social media posts, or other forms of content. If you look at your Instagram account, sometimes you can actually see those people who are earning, via their social media posts. They will actually put it, at the top. So that's the second way. Thirdly, merchandise. You can sell your own merchandise related to your channel, related to your business, your brand, your ministry, or even your career. So you can sell things like t-shirts, hats, or other products, pens, whatever you want to sell. You can create and sell this merchandise yourself, or you can use platforms like Teespring. Fourthly, affiliate marketing. This involves you promoting products or services from other companies and earning a commission on any sales that result from your promotion. And not just necessarily products. I know of one coach that I've worked with who runs, who has so many programs, and usually when she runs her programs, when she runs challenges, there's just an amount of people who flock in. So what she then decided to do was to create affiliates, so everyone, say for instance, I'm running a visibility program for 8 weeks, and that program will cost about £3,500, and several people come through me and register, or, for that program, they get a commission on that. So you can monetize your channels by being an affiliate to companies, businesses, coaches as well. Donations. Some content creators ask their viewers to donate money to support their channel. This can be done through platforms like Patreon or PayPal. You can also monetize your channels by crowdfunding. programs like platforms like Kickstarter or Indiegogo to fund your channel or a specific project. I have a friend who's a book coach, and in 2019, I believe, she was going to write a book about periods. She was going to make like a comic book for periods for young girls. So she went on Kickstarter, and her project was fully funded. So you can do that as well as subscription fees. Now Instagram is offering subscription fees to accounts, not yet in the UK, but I believe in the United States. So some platforms will allow you to charge a subscription fee for access to exclusive content or other perks. I believe YouTube does that as well. Keep in mind that these are just a few examples, and the best monetization strategy for your channel will depend on your content, your audience, and your goals, right? Your content, your audience, and your goals. So it all sounds okay, sounds beautiful. Wow, yeah, I can be an affiliate marketer. I can put ads on videos. I can get my post sponsored and all of that. But it depends on certain criteria. So how can you be eligible for monetization? Like I said at the start, I believe it was 2020 or 2021, when Instagram rolled out this program where you get paid, and you get paid bonuses for putting content out. Yeah, and when it first started it, I got really excited because I got the notification that I was eligible for it, and I started to find out what was the eligibility criteria. How come I got it? First of all, I think I had over 10,000 followers, and then secondly, I was churning out content that was engaging at the time. So I think I met that eligibility requirements, and they started to pay out bonus. But what they did was they will ask you to put out one content, and in the next maybe 5 days or so you put something else, and that was what they did at that time. And I got paid about almost £600, and I got excited because at that point I had been teaching, creatives and creative women of faith how to use Instagram, for their business. So a few of my friends were like, "Oh, your efforts have finally paid. Instagram now recognize that you are promoting them." So, but you've got to be eligible for any monetization such as that. YouTube has specific guidelines for monetization, and it includes requirements for the number of views that you have, the type of content, and the presence of copyrighted material. Facebook also, you've got to have a certain number of subscriptions. You need at least 10,000 followers or 250 plus return viewers, and one of the following in the last 60 days, at least 50,000 post engagements, 180,000 watch minutes. So that's Facebook and Instagram pretty much. With Instagram, I think right now what they're doing is paying for reels that are quite engaging. YouTube partner program is available, and you must have more than 4,000 public watch hours in the last 12 months. You must have more than 1,000 subscribers and have a linked and approved AdSense. If you're on Twitter, you must meet their requirements as well. Obviously reside in a country where Twitter's monetization programs are available. You must be 18 or older, maintain 10,000 active followers or more, and have posted at least 25 tweets in the past 30 days, obviously complying with their subscription terms. So to increase your chances of being approved for monetization, you must familiarize yourself with the requirements of your chosen platform and make sure that you meet all of the criteria. Most importantly, you may also want to consider building your audience. And that is what I teach, creative women of faith, how to build their audience, how to stand out using the power of visibility, going from unknown to unforgettable. And there are tips and I wouldn't say tricks, but there are tips I teach, in my program, Evolve, how to brand yourself, how to position yourself so that you may attract the right people to your accounts. And of course, content, they say, is key. You can't, maybe for instance, because I've found people who just buy followers for the sake of, oh, I want to be able to monetize my channels. And you buy followers. Yes, you have over 10,000 followers, but they're doing nothing for you because they're not engaging with your post. And you're putting out content, they're not responding to your content, So building your audience with authentic and genuine followers, you've got to brand yourself, be clear about, be clear about who your message is for, so that you are not just, all of your efforts are not in vain just because you want to monetize it, monetize your channel. You've got to be clear exactly, who have I been sent to? Who is my message for? And then you begin to put out the kind of content that will attract those people. And that's what I teach in week 3 or so in my program, about how to produce high quality content that is in demand. All right, let's talk monetization strategies. There are several strategies you can use to maximize your earnings from monetizing your channels. And these include optimizing your channels and video title for search engines. Yeah, you've got to use keywords and tags to improve your visibility. I love collaborating with other, creators on Instagram, on Facebook. So that's one strategy to monetizing your channels, your socials. Collaborate with other creators to cross-promote your channels. And then I like to always say, don't ghost post. People feel like, I'll just put some content on my social media and then just disappear, and then when people are not engaging with your social media post or the content, you think that, oh, Instagram doesn't like me, it's the algorithm, or maybe my content is not great. But no, it's because you haven't engaged with your audience through comments and social media. So that's why I say, don't ghost post. Don't put a post there and expect people to run to your post when you are not even engaging with them. Yes, it's social media. It's social, right? It is social media. And if you were talking to me, we're talking now, although I can't see your faces. But if we were having a conversation, maybe I share quotes with you, you're going to respond, on how you feel about what I've just said, right? So why don't you do that on social media? Stop ghost posting. If you want to monetize your channels, you've got to engage with your audience through comments, go to their own account, see what they're up to, what are they doing. Then people begin to notice you, and then, you begin to please the algorithm. Also, experiment with different types of monetization to see what works best for your channel. I've come to learn through my process, through my journey, that clarity comes from doing. Yeah. So you can't just expect the channels to start paying you when you haven't tried out. So you've got to experiment with different types of monetization to see what works best for your channel, and clarity will come. And then you now settle down. Oh, this is where I'm going to go. This is what I'm going to do. Creating and selling online courses and memberships. It's a big way to monetize your channels. WhatsApp, Telegram these days, you can have a group, you can sell. Like I have a group on WhatsApp. They've tried to convince me to move to Telegram, but I haven't been sold yet, So you can create memberships of your own, you can create groups of your own, and just some tiny fee, maybe £5 or £10 a month, and that way you're able to monetize your talents, your gifting, everything that you have tried to put on your social media channel. So create and sell online courses, create memberships, and subscriptions as well. Lots of people do subscription boxes. Write and sell an ebook. There are platforms that you can upload your ebooks to, and then you can put a link on your social media to redirect people to that platform, or redirect people back to your website. Maybe you have a store, a shop on your website, you sell t-shirts, for instance, you can redirect people to your website. That is what your social media channels are for, redirect. So the channels necessarily, it doesn't, not necessarily that, although I think now they're doing that, but bottom line, what I'm saying is you can redirect people from your socials to your website. Just put a link on your bio and you'll get there. Okay, next is maximizing your earnings. In addition to following best practices, there are a few other things that you can do to maximize your earnings from monetizing your channels. Keep your content fresh and relevant to your audience. Be known for something, with your content. You can't be putting out, you can't be talking about health today, and then tomorrow you're talking about baking, or you're preaching today, and tomorrow you are doing something else. You've got to keep your content relevant to your audience. First of all, you already know who the people you have been sent to, you know what their problems are or their pain points. You are the solution that they need. So keep that relevant to your audience. You don't have to jump on every trend, It's not everything that everybody's doing you jump on. No, just keep your content fresh and relevant to your, I would call them your tribe, your audience, your people. So keep your content relevant to your audience. You've got to monitor your performance and adjust your strategy as needed. What's working, what's not working, look at your back end, your stats, and find out what is working, and then adjust your strategy as needed. Utilize multiple monetization methods to diversify your income streams, and then consider offering additional value to your viewers, such as exclusive content that you don't get anywhere. I follow quite a lot of creators on Instagram, and what they do is they have funny enough, they have a private Instagram for, for their audience and their viewers. And it's just exclusive content that you will not get, that every other person will not get. So you can do that as well, as long as it's adding value to them and helping them. Yeah. All right, let's look at a couple of case studies. One popular case study of a successful female content creator is the YouTube channel Zoella. She's a British vlogger and an author who has built such a large following on YouTube through her beauty and lifestyle videos. In addition to monetizing her videos through ads, she has also pursued sponsorships, merchandise sales to supplement her income. She has also been successful at monetizing her channel through a combination of high quality content. Content is king. Frequent updates, and she has a strong connection with her audience. Remember what I talked about, not ghost posting? She has a strong connection with her audience. You would think such a celebrity with, big numbers. I think she has about 1 million followers on Instagram. You would think that she doesn't have a connection with her audience, but she has built that. So no matter where you are, just starting with your social medias, maybe in the middle or somewhere, or even an influencer, big influencer, build your audience, build community, strong connection, put out high quality content that resonates with them. She has also leveraged her online fame to launch a successful career as an author, releasing several best-selling books. Ebook, I said, but also you can become an author and write several best-selling books. Another case study is Delish, who's a popular food and recipe website that has a large following on Facebook. In addition to monetizing their page through ads, they've also pursued sponsorship partnerships with food brands to supplement their income. They have been successful at monetizing their page through a combination of high quality, frequent updates, and a strong connection with their audience, just like Zoella. They've also leveraged their online presence to expand their brands, releasing cookbooks and partnering with major retailers to sell kitchen and home goods. So what are some risks and drawbacks? Potential drawbacks to monetizing a channel. It can be a time-consuming and demanding process. Trust me, it takes time. It takes time, just like anything else in life. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes intentionality. You know, you've got to know exactly what your socials are for. Are you just there like every other person? Today they say reels are trending and you go on jumping on reels, dancing, and your channels still are not monetized. No, you've got to have a plan for your social media, and that would inform, you know, every other thing you do with your social media. You may also face other challenges such as negative feedback from viewers, obviously changes in monetization policies, or competition from other creators. Remember I said in 2020, 2021, Instagram had this program where they were paying bonuses, they were paying you monies, but you know, I was so happy. I was like, wow, now I've got a steady source of income, and it just took that away. So that's some of the risks and drawbacks, you know, of monetizing a channel. So how do you mitigate risk? To minimize the risk associated with monetizing a channel, you can just do the following, or consider: stay up to date on the latest monetization policies and guidelines. What's new? What's changed? How can I, you know, move around what has changed? Then maintain a professional and transparent relationship with your audience. Obviously, diversify your monetization methods. Don't just rely on one method, so that you can reduce reliance on any just one source of income. Be ready, be prepared to adapt to the changes in the market or platform. Most importantly, seek support and guidance from other creators or industry professionals. So, what we've learned today: monetization takes time. Monetizing your channels, it takes time and effort, but it can be a rewarding and fulfilling way to earn money from your passion. There are many different methods, strategies that you can use to monetize your channels, and the best approach will depend on your content, your audience, your goals, your ideal clients, what you have been called to do, who you have been sent to. It is also important to familiarize yourself with the eligibility of the different platforms, whatever platform you decide, and then stay up to date on any changes, being committed, you know, to the process. To maximize your earnings and reduce your risk, consider diversifying your monetization methods, building a loyal audience through high quality content, engaging with your viewers. If you struggle with producing high quality content, my program will be able to help you. Finally, don't be afraid to seek guidance and support from other content creators or industry professionals. There are many resources and communities available out there to help you succeed. So that's me, and I do hope that you have gained one or two things today. Go out there and use your channels, you know, to create impact. And in the process of creating impact, you're going to attract, you know, people who would want to do business with you. That's another way of monetizing your channels. Okay.